Yeah. Good afternoon, students. Our next video lecture is on BigQuery, how to work with BigQuery in terms of command line. Okay, the program name goes like this: the BigQuery Quick Start command line. Okay, fine. So we have seen earlier how to work with BigQuery in the previous experiments also. Okay, so now first we'll discuss what is the need, why we are going for BigQuery. Okay, so already we know that BigQuery is one of the application which is exist in your cloud, and it is purely managed by the cloud Google people only. Okay, so it is especially designed for massive databases. Okay, this will help to store huge data, and also it is one of the efficient way to query the data. We can retrieve the data very efficiently, very in less amount of time you can get the responses. And I can say that whenever we have a massive data or a huge data or a big data, when we have, it is very time consuming to handle it, to work on it like that. And also it requires a huge expensive capital investment is needed. But when we are working with your Google, okay, so that the way the utility has been changed, right? No need to have any capital investment, just directly store them and pay how much you are using actually the cloud environment, right? So in that perception I can say that your BigQuery application development is very easy here. Okay, so the other advantages which we have never discussed about BigQuery is it is this serverless execution, and it has highly scalable over your cloud data warehouse. And also it tried to solve the problems like easily you can execute very faster in execution of your SQL queries, and the processing speed is very much high. Okay, so these are the few advantages. And apart from this, we have other advantages, like whenever you are trying to migrate from your traditional databases to BigQuery also. Okay, it is also handleable, it's very easy to handle. Okay, and I can say that it is very easy for us to handle the control access through your BigQuery. Okay, and it will satisfy all the business needs, and it will help you to view the database. It will help you to query the data also. So these are the few advantages, and I can say that using your BigQuery, okay, it can be used through your console based. Either you can work through web view in user interface, either through your command line. Okay, with these three options you can use your through your on your cloud, you can use through BigQuery. And the other thing is, we can even have an association with some client libraries like Java, .NET, and Python. Okay, the next one is, I can say that uh, there are many solutions given through command based. So command based querying is quite simple, so which can be used to create a tables, we can load a tables, we can query a table. Okay, we can create the data sets. So like this we can work on your data. Okay, so what are there are few steps are there, almost 20 step experiment it is. Okay, I would like to explain in very shorter way. Okay, so first what we have to do is, it's very simple program but it's somewhat lengthy, I can say that. Okay, so first you need to log in into your Google Cloud account. Okay, please activate your Cloud Shell. Once you activate your Cloud Shell, you have to authenticate your project in that environment. So using your G Cloud authentication list, you have to get it. Then next you have to list the projects which are there in that environment. Once you have fixed the environment for your project of your GCP, then you can start your execution. So in step 4, he's asking you to, once again, okay. In step 4, he is asking you to examine the table. So in BigQuery, there is already existing public data set is available. That sample table is there. That is nothing but Shakespeare. Some information has been stored. Okay, Shakespeare table is there. Okay, so you have to run that table. Just you are seeing what is there in that particular table. You are trying to peep into that table, right? So here we have a command called bq show and the data BigQuery table name, I can say that. Okay, BQ is nothing but it is a BigQuery, okay, which is a shortcut to invoke your BigQuery command line tool. Okay, S is what action you are trying to do, trying to see the table, so it has been shown create update like that. Okay, and next you are listing the name of the project. Okay, so through that what you are going to get is, so the output will be like this. You can see the table details, and you can see what type of data type does it has, all that details can be seen. Okay, then the next query you are trying to run the query. Okay, so how to run a specific query. See, this particular Shakespeare table, okay, has some words, keywords, some parallel, some information related to an articles it is there, right? So that data is there in a table. So you are trying to see what content it has. Okay, so BQ is nothing but your BigQuery. You're trying to query it, not show. You're writing a query. So that's the reason the syntax is given as query. And here we have used legacy equals, you are setting false. Okay, so which makes a standard SQL to a default. So from standard to default SQL syntax, you are just maintaining a syntax. Okay, so what is the syntax here? You have, you are trying to select. Okay, you are selecting some word. Okay, some word will be posted here. Okay, maybe like ing. So wherever you have ing in the text words that are sum up, and the count how many words are there with ending ing or having ing, like that. Okay, so sum of all those word count. Okay, then see, like all the words you are trying to see, how many apples are there, apple keyword is there, how many mangoes are there, how many sweets are there. So you are trying to count each word and its occurrence also you are trying to calculate. Okay, from the sample Shakespeare database. Okay, and where you are first initially you are trying to compare a word with rising. Okay, and you are trying to group them also. Okay, so that is what first query is about it. So praising, okay, so we have a praising 8 count we have. The next we have rising, then we have dispressing. Okay, so like this we have few words and the count has been given, so like that it will be displayed. And the next what we are doing is we are trying to search a keyword which is not there. Okay, so it will not return you any result. Okay, so that is what you are done. So with this you have learned how to see the or show the table details of the table creation, what data type, how many fields are there, what is the maximum size, that information is displayed. It's like table description. Okay, then when you are trying to query, that means you are trying to extract an information, you are writing a BQ query and you are writing whatever the options you are looking into a table, right? The next one is how to create a new table, right? Before creating a new table, we'll see some basic existing information on your data set. Okay, so first BQLS, okay, that command is there. Okay, which is used to show you the existing data sets. So that will show you all the existing data sets. Okay, and next we have one more command, BQLS, and you are saying BigQuery public data set. You are trying to see all the data sets along with the project ID. In this specific project ID, these many data sets are available. So like that you are able to see them. Okay, the next we have one more query. Now once you see all those information, okay, now we'll try to create a data set. Okay, so what is the data set name you are giving is baby names. Okay, so BQ is a BigQuery. MK, what your task, what is the action you are doing, you are making, what you are making, that baby's names. Okay, so that data set is created. Okay, so once the data set is created, okay, so you need to upload some information into that. Okay, either you can insert the data. Okay, but what we are doing is huge data is needed, right? Terabytes of data we try to upload them. So you are trying to upload the data. Okay, so using BQLS, it shows you the list of data sets are available in your ID, And also to upload your data set, okay, I'm just writing a query wget, okay, so web link I'm posting it, okay. So in that particular link you have a zip file, okay, you please get that zip file, okay, then list it, then you have to unzip it. Once you unzip that and when you see that, okay, so you are able to see that content, okay. Now what you have to do, you have to map your file, whatever the file you have downloaded in your project, okay, so you have to map to a baby names, right? So you are specifying dataset id as baby names, okay, table name is the name, 2010. So this is what we had here. So what is the name you are giving for this? 2010. So that's a, one second, ma. So BQ loads the command, okay, from your source file into a new table. What is a new table here is name 21, okay. Then the source you are taking from, what is the text file, somewhere you will have in your URL. So that is your source file, okay. So from that source file, text file, the schema is defined that you have a name is of string type, gender will be there, it is of string type, and count will be there, it is an integer. So like that you will have, you are pricing a schema. Then how you create your table? BQ load baby names, okay, dataset name, your table name from the text, okay. So string, gender, count. So even you have specified the schema. Once it has been successfully completed, okay, so you can see that using bqls baby names. So in that you have a table name called name 2010. You are trying to see that table description also, bq show baby names, okay. So this is the description, okay. Then you are now you are trying to run your queries on the dataset table which you have been created, right? So the next one is, you have a BigQuery, select name, you're counting how many that baby names has specific. See, I have 100 names. In 100, how many Swapnas are there? How many Ragavis are there? So like that I'm saying, okay. And even I'm checking the gender, how many female names only I'm trying to group up, okay. So for that I will be getting like Sophia, Emma, okay, Eva, like that I got, okay. Same males also have calculated like this, I got it, okay. So this, with this yeah, theoretical concept of doing this experiment has been completed, okay. So now we try to execute your program, lab program. So start the lab. So it is asking how many cars are there in this car. That's it. Verify. Okay, wrong. Cross-check, finished. Okay, let me log in into a console. Fast, I'll do very fast. I'm copying the credentials which are given by the Quick Labs. Then next, I need to copy password. Copied it. Okay, accept the terms and conditions. Okay. Once again, accept the terms and conditions. Yes. You have to activate your Cloud Shell. Continue. authorize Cloud Shell. And he's asking you to activate the account. Huh? What generally I do is copy paste these calls from here. So simple. You can just execute this command. Right? Yeah, got updated. We see a list of config projects. Yeah, got updated. Right. So our environment of cloud environment has been set, and the next step, first step we have is you have to examine the table. Okay, for this already I have explained the syntax of the command. So I'm using BigQuery show description of a table. Okay, what is that? BigQuery public data. What is the name of that? Is Shakespeare. Okay, I'm trying to see the description of the table. See, this is what you have. You have total rows, you have total number of bytes of data it has stored, and here he has even given the schema of that. Okay, word, string, integer, string, like that. Corpus, fine. So that is a description of your Shakespeare table. Okay, so this is what we got, right? The next one is we'll try to run the query. So we'll write a query, okay, using BQ query. You know, when you want to query your particular table, you have to write BQ query. Okay, use legacies to have a standard structure. Okay, select word. Okay, count of that particular word. That particular word occurs how many times. Okay, and once you check all that, whether it is matching with the pattern matching exists, rising. Okay, so this is what rising word should match. Okay, so yeah, right, exactly. So this is what rising exists in that particular table. Okay, so that's all the way to query your table, right? Then shall we try for this also? So what output you will get? It will not show you any output. You see how it is going to display. Yeah, there is no done. You are unable to retrieve anything. There is no match. There is no match, right? Next, the next task is to create a new table. How to create a new table? BQLS. So here I am saying BQLS. It will list all the. Okay, it is not listing anything, right? Along with your project ID, it should list your data sets, right? Once again, shall we try? So we have that. Yeah, it doesn't has any data sets. Okay, fine. So you are trying to update your data set. That means you are trying to upload a new data set in your project, okay, that which is there in your URL. Okay, so it's taking some time. Once you upload your data set, so you need to query stating how many data sets are there, what is the table name, what is the table description, and how many, like that you can. So you are doing some uploading is being done. Wait for a while. Wait for a while. Yeah, successfully. There is a zip file uploaded, names.zip, right? So fine. Let us see ls. Earlier when we had, so ls command did not give us anything. Names.zip file is there, right? So but it is not possible for us to query a zip file, right? So you need to unzip that file using unzip file name, right? Wow, so many text files you can see here. YOB 2009, then year they have given, right? So shall we see the list of files? GLS, you can see, wow, so many, so almost 100 years data we have here. Okay, so once you are able to upload the data set on your zip file from your zip file. Okay, then the next step is, okay, so what is your next step? You are trying to load your uh, whatever the unzip files you are trying to map with the data set. Okay, right. So what is your what you are giving here? It is giving command on phone. We did not make that once again. We missed the step. You have to make the data set. Data set you have to first make it. Okay. Even you have to find the data set here. LS. If you find even the data set, maybe it went. So once you have uploaded the data set, just go on your yeah. Have created the data table. Okay. Once we have created the table, let us see whether the data set has tables or not. Yes, tables are created successfully. You are trying to see the tables in that. Description of the table also finished, right? You're trying to query whether female, male, and count, right? Yeah. So you can see that query is also ready to run. Yes. Successfully, you are able to run the two queries which I have explained you in there, right? So with this, we have finished how to work with BigQuery on the cloud using command line, right? Okay, thank you guys.